My heart skipped a beat as panic coursed through me.
It's okay. Let me reintroduce myself. I'm Alpha Dane Black.
I wasn't halfway done eating my food, but I suddenly felt sick. I'm not a werewolf, I whispered. We were the only ones in the diner, aside from the older woman and the cook who seemed to be getting ready to leave. But I didn't want to say it too loud. He looked confused.
Why do you smell like one then?
That was enough questions. My mind couldn't process this. I was running from a werewolf as it was, and it seemed as though I ran right into another one. I jumped from the booth, threw down a tip, and dashed to the door. I made it to the car, trying to unlock the door, when I heard footsteps behind me. I spun around and saw Dane standing a few feet away from me. In an instant, I felt that same calmness washing over me. My heart rate started to slow. I'd never felt like this before, and quite frankly, it was a little scary.
I wasn't trying to scare you. I'm just looking out for my pack, making sure you ain't trouble, but now?
He trailed off, not finishing his sentence. But now what? What does that mean? Does he think I'm trouble? I mean, I guess if Kane decided to look for me, it might cause some problems, but I highly doubt he will.
Look, you said you ain't a werewolf, yet you smell like one. I would appreciate some answers.
He looked like he was holding something back. What it is, though, I'm not sure. Look, I'm sorry, Alpha Dane. I don't want any problems. I'm just tired from driving, so if you'll excuse me, I'm going to try to find a hotel. I tried to be as polite as I could. I don't want to piss him off. I've seen movies about what happens when an alpha gets mad. He looked disappointed or sad, maybe. I wasn't sure. But it made me feel a little guilty for not answering his basic questions. If you can at least point me in the direction of a hotel, then I will answer you. And you have to promise it stays between us. I didn't know if this would be a mistake or not, but I was exhausted and I just wanted to go to sleep. His eyes lit up.
I can promise it's between us. And ma'am, I'm sorry to inform you, but we ain't got any hotels here. But you're more than welcome to stay at my guest house behind Mama's,
he said, pointing to the woman locking up the front door of the diner. So that's his mum. How cute. Movies. I followed him over to the trunk and he opened the passenger side door for me. I looked at the truck, then back at him. How am I supposed to get in? I asked him shyly. I'm on the short side, 5'3" to be exact, so I don't think I could even run and jump in this thing. He laughed, tossing my bag into the pickup and turning to me. Without warning, he grabbed me by my waist, hoisting me into the truck. It felt like shockwaves blowing through my body when he touched me. I wasn't sure what was causing it though. I really need some sleep, I thought to myself. I watched as he walked around the front and climbed in. Good grief, this man looked like a Greek god. The pickup started with a rumble.
So, care to explain?
He asked. I looked at him, still not sure I should answer.
Let's start with why you're running.
He was being patient and kind with me, something I wasn't used to. Well, it all kind of goes together. You swear it will stay between the two of us? I needed to hear it one more time. He nodded in agreement. Okay, so I'm human? It sounded more like a question than a fact. Dane just smiled. I'm human and I'm pregnant. There was no stopping now. I didn't give him a chance to say anything. I got pregnant by a werewolf and he doesn't want the baby and told me to get an abortion. He said, and I quote, "I don't want a half-breed." So I left. I don't know anything about werewolves, and honestly, I'm terrified of having this baby. But I was given up as a baby, and I won't do that to my kid. I didn't know what else to do. I'm scared of him, and that's why I don't want it getting out that I'm here. I looked at Dane, who was now squeezing the steering wheel so tight I thought it would break in half. He looked pissed. I'm sorry. You can take me back to my car. I'll leave. I really don't want any problems. I turned to the window, trying to hide the tears streaming down my face. The pickup stopped in the middle of the road.
Look at me,
Dane commanded. I wiped my face before turning to face him.
You are my mate. No one will hurt you. I swear on my life, please don't cry.
He swiped his thumb gently under my eyes, wiping more tears away.